Coworker thinks it's my responsibility to buy coffee for the office, even though we're supplied it for free. Story. I love coffee and drink it every day at work. My job supplies us with ground coffee that's definitely not gourmet, but it gets the job done. 3 times in 6 months, I've brought in better ground coffee and shared it with my coworkers by brewing a whole pot. I also brought in a couple of creamers to use instead of the supplied half and half. One coworker in particular latched onto this and now asks me every time I brew a pot if it's our company's coffee or my own. When I say it's the company's, she scoffs, but still drinks it. At least once a week, she asks me if I brought coffee, when the last time was at least 2 months ago. Several times, I've tried to nicely tell her that those were one-off times, and she seems to understand, but then will still ask me the next time she sees me. Today, she asked yet again, and said at the end, "Oh, you must not have gotten your raise since you don't bring coffee in anymore." To be honest, I saw red and wanted to ask her why she was projecting her broke-assness onto me, since clearly she hasn't gotten any raises if she depends on me for coffee. Instead, I asked her why I would supply coffee for the office when we already have it for free. She started stammering about a coffee fund we could make, but honestly, I wasn't interested. If I had known I'd be hounded about it until the rest of my days, I never would have brought any in. Top comment reads, "The next time she asks, be coyly blunt." No, I had to stop because some people felt really entitled to free gourmet coffee service like I was some rich barista instead of title. "Shrug and go about your business," someone replied. "Definitely make sure she and the rest of the coffee lovers know that her entitled attitude and hounding you is the reason you don't make the good coffee anymore. But bring your own tinker of good coffee in for yourself, and maybe brew a pot on a day she's out." Another commented, "Next time she asks, just reply, 'No, I didn't bring any coffee in this week. But since I've brought it in several times and you haven't brought it in at all, it's your turn to bring the coffee. When do you think you can bring it in?' Then, every single day, ask her if she brought the coffee in."